Hello, welcome back to Call of Sentinels. We're taking on the second mission in the campaign. Going back to the starting character again, who's got the poison, fire, and lightning elements available. We still only have the spear, which, I mean, isn't really a negative.
The Queen of Ruin did all in her power to justify her moniker. Everything within her reach was turned to dust and ashes, including her own kingdom. Beware, the Queen is setting up an ambush. Turn her hordes into retreat and put an end to her schemes.
The cutscenes do kind of lag at the end. I don't know if not really lag is the right word. They just kind of like...
anyone can become a champion, even a fool. The bait works flawlessly. Deal with the champion and throw the body to the vultures.
Indeed. Today the vultures will feast, but not upon me. Filthy goblins made
Try not
holes
to
in
interrupt
the
the dialogue.
bridge.
Try not to interrupt the dialogue this time as much. Yeah, the cutscene, like, there's just a weird, like, they didn't cut it properly. Like, there's a weird pause where nothing's happening, and you're just like waiting. Well, I mean, the cutscenes are nice. I mean, again, this is like, I think full price of the game is like $7.99. Especially in this genre, like, it's a nice change of pace. Grabbing nature, I guess, would be. I mean, it's mostly poison stuff, so that's why I keep calling it like the poison boons. I can't help myself. I'm gonna be withering again. I think I make this build slightly different. I think I go poison lightning this time. I believe. With a hard focus on poison. Definitely gonna be focusing on the melee attack portion again. I just find the range attack kind of slow. But again, there is boons that affect everything. I believe poison that affects both the special and the melee attack. The special being like the ranged attack for this weapon. It's possible to utilize both. Just there's some things that only affect one or the other. So we're gonna go with poison fire. Not poison lightning, my bad. That must be the next build I do. So again, I don't really want the blazing ritual because that's like on the special only. Okay, good enemy variety. There's different enemies on this map as well. That big flying bug thing that splits into a bunch of little flying bugs. There's like ranged guys again. There's a dashing guy. So obviously the theme of this build is going to be set them on fire and poison them. See how effective it is. I mean, so far it seems really strong.
Unbelievable! I've never seen such a useless mob in my life. Either you stop fighting, or you'll be thrown off this bridge yourselves!
Sorry, I think my dog was doing something right here, whereas Y is kind of stuck on the
As the
screen for a little bit
commander,
longer than
so
normal.
is the army.
I take the one that's not right click. See that objective right there where you have to like stay in the circle, well, not necessarily stay in the circle, but kill enemies in the circle? Like doing that with the ranged attack is really difficult. Because it's really slow at doing it, and you have like a time limit to do it in, you know? This means you get more meta, you know, like, obviously it's gonna get better, but also your melee is gonna get stronger too, so I don't know on that. Like, I'm gonna try out the healing, I guess, in this map. I'm already like down quite a bit of health. And while the enemies can drop healing items, like the crystals, the red crystals you see, it seems infrequent and unreliable, and it's pretty low heal as well. More poison.
You can't beat me to my knees.
Yeah, so far the difference in the characters is also kind of strange. Like, I guess apparently the character gets water instead of fire is stronger because she also has less health, which I don't really see. Fire seems pretty strong, whereas water actually seems kind of weak. But I guess it's more of a defense. Whereas fire is another offense. Lightning is pretty offensive. Poison is pretty offensive. Whereas water's got some more defense-oriented talents. It has like a bubble that kind of slows enemies. It also has like a little ice shield that can negate one hit on a short or a cooldown. And then also has a heal if you stand still for long enough, I think. I haven't tried that one yet.
No matter. I'll deal with
Whereas,
him later.
I don't think fire has any
Come,
healing.
my loyal servants.
Not
Take
sure if
care
poison
of
has
the
any healing.
champion.
Call him.
We know the lightning guy has
There.
healing.
After
Oh,
this,
I'm
it'll
so
take
sorry.
half
I'm
a day
talking
to
over
sharpen
the
blades
dialogue
again.
again, right? Don't worry, we'll heal it again because I'm gonna play this map one more time after this run. Kind of like we did the first run with both characters, trying to do different builds on the same map with the same amount of meta to try to gauge their power. This build is coming together nicely. I'm like, a tough choice between Power of Growth and Wither.
Earth is my power.
Now there's another newish enemy we haven't seen, I don't think. The guy that fires like a little fire beam at you. And then the big golem guy here, who has like an aura of poison, it looks like, I'm not sure. Greenish energy. And also that guy, there's a guy up there that launches like bombs at you. He runs away from you to do so. Here comes the bombs. Lightning reflexes, it's great. I have to take some There's the bomb guy, that guy. With the weird face mask things. Three of them. He like runs away from you and just bombs you from afar. So pretty good enemy variety, like keep bringing that up, but like it's like this is only the second map and we've seen like totally different enemies from the first map. I'm really curious how endless it's gonna be. With all the different enemies, like is it just gonna be random enemies? Definitely some of the enemies are a lot more challenging, obviously. They have either like a lot of health or their attack pattern is kind of annoying. Like the golem has a lot of health, but he's kind of slow. But also for the objective where you're gonna stand on this, as we'll see here. He just teleported over here. It's like, oh, gotta tank that, I guess. Like I don't really want the dash thing, so like I only have 2 dashes. I can get, I think, 5 or 6 max meta. So I mean, if you want to do a dash build, then that's pretty possible at that time. I think I'm not sure how far the dash talents are yet. I haven't taken any on purpose. See, the healing isn't too strong in there. It's like 1 every maybe second or so. Again, trying to stay in a small area in these kind of games kind of difficult most of the time.
They bought time for reinforcements from the capital to arrive. Let's see how you fare against my personal guard.
Oh no, the blue knight.
A worthy opponent.
Oh,
No way.
3 of them. Another interesting boss fight. The last boss we saw was I think it was a Cerberus? Maybe? The Queen referred to her as her lady. Boss fight's a little trickier because of those other enemies. I don't know if I want to call them elites. They're just, you know, more advanced enemies. Makes it a little tricky, but our build's pretty strong. We're not getting punished too hard for only going for like our melee attack, which is good.
Come on, hit one small.
Yeah, like look at the damage.
Can't be.
He melted.
My finest creation is destroyed. All right, my patience has run out. Come and see what I'm capable of. There were others before you who underestimated me. Your skull will join them in my collection. I swear.
My skull is quite comfortable where it is.
First I thought the voice acting was AI, but I don't think it is. Like, that's... like, the voice actor was trying pretty hard on that sequence there. It's pretty good. So now we're just gonna try the other character with the same meta, same weapon. So obviously, like, looks like the higher difficulty gives you more currencies. We're just gonna go back in on the same one. To keep it fair, and I don't know if I could handle a higher difficulty yet. Pretty minimal meta completed. Here I'm actually gonna grab the one that really doesn't affect the combat. I'm just gonna pick up as much gold as possible. I'm like doing the math here. Can I get 2 max meta by exchange? I can. It's pretty cool. So we're done with the meta that gives you more meta. I feel like periodic damage is pretty strong, so getting that periodic one is going to be interesting. just picking up things that shouldn't really affect your run power just kind of helps you reduce the RNG when you don't complete events and stuff. So here we go with the female character. I think
I'll
it's a
dispose
Zuri
of
or
you,
something.
just like I
Her
have
character's
with all
name.
the others who dared to cross my path.
I doubt you can do this.
I kind of like
The bridge
Azuri's
is on
voice
its way
acting though.
out.
She's kind of
I need to
very
be careful.
sarcastic, flippant. Whereas the guy character, I think Gothhead is his name. He's more like serious, but still kind of not serious. But I don't know. So I think this is where I go with lightning poison. I believe I ignore water as much as possible, even though that's her main difference from the other characters. She's having access to water instead of fire. But I mean, that's just how this run went, because I got immediately offered poison. Which again, I don't understand why they sometimes give you the choice between two Sentinels, and then other times they don't. It seems weird to force you into one that you might not want. Obviously, like, it makes, I mean, every run probably be slightly different, because you can't always force exactly what you want, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of fun when you can try to force what you want. Yeah, so far the attack definitely feels pretty strong. It's like a dot build. Hard poison. Especially with because our damage is kind of weak. So here we go. We have to take a water panel. You know, I didn't really want to. We had force. But yeah, with our attack, because you see a lot of the time we almost one-shot, but not quite. So that's kind of why the dots are pretty strong as well right now. It kind of helps you finish off enemies. Turns out it wasn't so bad to get water. Color steam. So now we also have a burning dot as well. Kind of nice. Turns out pretty dang strong.
Unbelievable! I've never seen such a useless mob in my life. Either you stop fighting, or you'll be thrown up this bridge yourselves!
Have you ever tried to be warmer with your subordinates?
Almost took water, but I'm like, no, let's try to keep it and get poison and lightning. The reduced attack cooldown. Attack even faster. I believe that one also affects your throwing as well. So I mean, it's a good universal talent. Or, See, if you hit all the shades and you have like a dot build, like dang, they go down fast. I didn't really want any of those. I also don't think I realized I had rerolls right there. I think I used them later. There I took a dash, reduced cooldown and a dash. Which, I mean, I'm really using super effectively here. Yeah, our build's pretty good. It's kind of like a hit and run build, but you don't have to run that much. So the dots. You're like, I could just grab that. That sounds not terrible, right? And then I probably realized I had rerolls. And I was like, oh. More chain lightning. Which is really strong on this map. Like, how big the mob, or how clustered the mobs get. It's pretty strong. We got a bunch of dots, and then we have chain lightning. I don't believe the chain lightning can apply the dots, which would have been kind of cool, but probably really overpowered. Only the spear hits apply the dots. There, I thought I got it. This quest seems easy, but I feel like this one's gonna become a problem at some point. Trying to stand in that tiny little area even for like what, 1.5 seconds is could be a lot of damage. 'Cause standing's still bad. Also, if you notice again, this character has less health than the other character as well. She has 100 versus his 125 with increased meta.
I'll deal with him later. Come, my loyal servants, take care of the champion.
Golems are made of stone, and water cuts through stone. They don't have any choices.
I don't know if she's implying that like they actually have a water weakness. That'd be kind of interesting if mobs actually had weaknesses. Maybe he's resistant to poison, that's why he has like that poison on. I don't know. It's really hard to tell if there is some sort of weakness system, strength weakness system. Rerolled it and then like, oh well, just one thing. I could have took the other thing. I took the dash. Like, well, might as well lean into our dash talents. I think my thought process there was I already took the reading one before on the other build. I think. So I'll try something different. Poison 3. That's pretty good. So if an enemy dies from poison, they spread the poison around them. That's pretty spicy. Makes for dealing with lots of targets. Which is mostly the name of the game in these games. Is how to destroy the horde as quickly as possible. So you can focus on the harder guys. Yeah, this game has a nice flow to it. Like, there's not much time between each of the choices or the boosts.
In my sight.
You're like not, you know, you don't have to focus on collecting experience. That's not what you don't. There's no leveling up really. You just survive, and then you get booms the longer you survive. There's a dual boon between the lightning god and the poison god. This one, pretty underwhelming, as you can see. It just bounces around the arena. Seemingly hitting nothing for a very long period of time. Because the enemies tend to crowd around you, so if it's like in the opposite corner. I mean, I suppose I could have followed it better. If you know what I mean, just like try to ghost its position. Then it would have probably been more strong, but I kind of just ignored it. So right now I could be following it.
Accomplished their task. They bought time for reinforcements from the capital to arrive. Let's see how you fare against my personal guard.
Are you afraid to fight me on your own? And that's why you make your servants fight instead of you?
Alright, let's see how strong this build is. Again, we have like basically no healing in this build, which I'm assuming is going to be not how you play normally. Unless you're really good at avoiding all the damage, which I'm clearly not. Those little fireballs are honestly really hard to see. It's really easy to run into them because they're so slow too. I wasn't really worried though, because I felt like my build was really strong. I already got one down and they're all down. Like, look how fast I'm melting. It's crazy, that damage.
This can't be.
Jeez.
My finest creation is
Still a strong build,
destroyed.
but very weak defensively.
All right, my patience has run out. Come and see what I'm capable of. There were others before you who underestimated me. Your skull will join them in my collection. I swear.
If you were to frighten me, you failed.
That last line. She killed that last line. That was so funny. Well, that's the second map of the campaign done. I probably won't be doing both characters going forward every time. I was just trying to gauge what their differences were, and it's really just the lady character has less health but access to water instead of fire. At least that's what I feel. Other than that, like, she doesn't attack any faster. I don't think she hits any harder. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to the damage numbers that much, but I think their only difference is she has access to water instead of fire, which is a more defensive Sentinel boon person giver. Just going through the meta here again. So again, you can convert gold into the special currency. So that will do it.